Good afternoon. It is March 29, 2024. And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Here in Sherbrooke, it is 4 degrees Celsius. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel like we went over this a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. No, it was a couple days ago where it was 4 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It's cloudy. It's windy. I haven't been outside yet. I wanted to wake up at 10 a.m. and I didn't, and I woke up at like past noon instead. I'm really trying to once again fix my sleep, but I went to bed too late, and I just let the feeling of pleasure of still staying in bed cloud my judgment. Speaking of clouds, it's cloudy, mostly, but very windy. I've got a northwestern wind of 22 kilometers an hour. It's 14 miles per hour with wind gusts of 37 kilometers an hour, which is 23 miles per hour. It was windy. I have to go outside, and that's okay. I'm gonna make a spaghetti sauce, so I need to go to the grocery store to buy ingredients for the spaghetti sauce. Um, Today I'm thinking about how I tend to sometimes catastrophize. I don't think that's a word, but I'm going to invent it right now. Um, to catastrophize. I don't want to make up a word. I tend to assume that when people do not reply to messages or emails that I send to them, it is because they're mad at me or I have done something wrong. Not like objectively or morally wrong, but they perceive that I've done something wrong. Um, I just think it's the worst possible. Because to me, because I have a low self-esteem and I'm terrified of displeasing people, that is the worst possible scenario to me. Um, is that people disapprove of something that I've done and are not replying. But the reality is that it's like I'm not the center of the universe. So for example, today I woke up and I was feeling depressed. Um, and one of the reasons why I was feeling depressed is that I sent out this invoice on Wednesday morning, and I have received zero reply yet, which is not normal. It's not normal. I could text or call the person in question, but I have not done that. Um, and I really need this money, and I'm not receiving it because the invoice has not gone through. Because this person is not. I don't know what's going on, but my assumption was that it was because this person was angry at me for some reason because I've been unreliable, because I don't like me anymore. I get this feeling like the only reason why they were hiring me is because they liked me and I just wasn't good at my job. Um, which probably isn't the case. Uh, and then also I had a friend of mine who was playing a show tonight, and my other friend was like, "Hey, we should maybe go. It's far away." And so I, told my friend who wanted to go up to see the other friend's show, "Hey, this was yesterday. Do you still want to go see the show?" And it didn't get a response. And I'm like, "Is it because this person's mad at me?" Turns out, no, he just wasn't feeling good, which is fine. Of course, it's fucking fine. He's not feeling good. And instead, I'm probably going to go over and hang out with him, try to cheer him up a bit. Um, and then also, I was waiting on an order to pick up from a store, which they haven't received yet. Therefore, I can't go pick it up. So yeah, I just felt this like stasis today. However, there are always small things which can have a much larger impact than they might appear at first glance, and that is the songs I'm talking about today, which are the two new songs by Milk Belly, Precious Cargo, and what's the other one called? KMS Express. Just came out today, unexpectedly. I like Milk Belly, actually a lot, and they haven't put out any other music in the past 3 years. And yeah, that was one of the. I think it was the first show that was canceled, the beginning of the pandemic, where I was really bummed out that it was canceled. Then eventually, shows I actually had tickets to were canceled, which really bummed me out. That was Square Pusher, King Cruel, and Igor. And that really bummed me out because I haven't been able to see them. Square Pusher's not come back. I just couldn't afford to go see King Cruel when he came back, and couldn't afford to go see Igor when he came back. And I also didn't want to go see these shows alone, which would have been the case. And are these songs amazing? They're good. They're not the best Milk Belly songs, but they're good. But here's the important part, to me at least. I recall one time I was on mushrooms in 2017, I believe, and a friend of mine and a friend who I haven't spoken to in a while, and I think we're not really friends anymore because I acted like not a great friend the last time we saw each other. We just drifted apart. We lived sort of far away. That sort of sucks. And we were on mushrooms, and we had this quest that we wanted to do. We weren't able to achieve it because we were like physically blocked from going to this place that was usually accessible. And I was broke. I had no money. I had a job, but I had no money. I didn't even know I was going to buy any food. And we were just sitting there at the entrance of this place that we thought we were going to be able to go to, and we couldn't. And that was our quest. And just we were sitting there in silence, probably smoking a cigarette. I was just thinking, like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do to be able to take care of myself and just, like, get food. And then I remembered, oh, yeah, but, like, Big Thief have an album coming out tomorrow. That was tomorrow at the time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. I have that to look forward to. And I thought, like, that's a pretty amazing thing about music, is that, and probably the reason why it's so important to me, or maybe it's the other way around, it's so important to me, therefore it has this effect. Or, like, even in the times that might be the bleakest in my life, I've had music. It's been there, and I've been able to be nourished in some pretty important ways because of music. I guess that's how it was today. I felt a little jolt of excitement when I went onto the internet and I saw that Milk Belly had a few new songs out. And so I really appreciate these songs. I like the first one, Precious Cargo, better than KMS Express. And KMS Express is like, at least half of it is like a hardcore song, which is something that they haven't done before, and I think they pull off very well. They've been like aggressive in songs in the past, and that's one thing I really like about them, is they can mix noisier and more aggressive stuff with catchier, sweeter stuff. If I had to describe them, it would be like the noise rock version of the Breeders, and I say that as a compliment. Later today, what's gonna happen later today? I was thinking of going to play Commander, but I haven't received, because of the order that it placed for the Stories cards, and they haven't received it yet. And I want those cards for my Commander deck. And also I want to go see my friend, because I want to hang out with him and cheer him up. And I played last night, and I played Modern, and I lost. I won one match and lost 2 matches, but it was fun. And just to finish this up, talking about that, I want to mention I played against one person first. I won, but it's okay. She was playing a new deck. It was always fun to play against her. She's cool. But then I played 2 new people. One guy who was really nice. And then I played against this guy who To me, he seemed like the final boss of the local game store because he always seems to win a lot, and he looks strikingly like the actor Thomas Lennon. And I played against him. I just felt intimidated by this guy because he seemed to be like, yeah, just wins all the time. He's like, he always leaves before the prizes are given out. I think because like he just doesn't need any more promo packs because he has like all the cards in the world because he's been playing for so long and he's the final boss. And I played against him and I lost. And it turns out that he's not intimidating. He's actually a really nice guy. He's a little quiet, but he's a really nice dude. Um, and he helped me out with my deck a bit. So thanks, nice guy. Everybody there's super nice. It's really fun. Um, Later today, it's very strange. What is going on? Because it says like, oh no, it's the daily. Sorry, I was like looking at the forecast. Oh no, okay. Because now look, I've been talking for so long, but it's gone up to 6 degrees Celsius, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. God damn, it felt good though. And yeah, it's going to go up to 7, 8, 9. It's going to peak at 9 degrees Celsius at 4 p.m., 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And let me tell you, something great is going to happen. We're going to go from cloudy right now up to intermittent clouds, meaning beyond those little shapes that might block out a bit of the sun, there will be beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine all along the way until eventually the sun sets, and it starts dropping down until the day closes at 3 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, although a real feel registered trademark of negative 5 degrees Celsius, 24 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to feel a little chilly, but it's all good. Everyone, have a great day.